Busy. It is the most boring, lazy, and dangerous word in the English language. Research shows that people overestimate their levels of busyness by nearly 40% simply because being overwhelmed feels productive to them. We wear busyness like a badge of honor, don't we? We think if we tell people we are busy, it means we are important. It means we are in demand. It means we matter. But actually, when you tell a client, a friend, or a partner that you are busy, you aren't telling them you're important. You're telling them you're disorganized. You're telling them you lack control over your own time. And worst of all, you're telling them you aren't a priority. Busy is a wall. It kills connection and it destroys your opportunities. See, I'll tell you something. This is one such topic you probably would not find on the internet otherwise. I have picked it after a lot of thinking, and I believe that this is actually connected to your daily regular life. Why? Because being busy is a part of who you are. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic, you really are busy, and there's nothing wrong about it. It's just how you communicate that feeling to others. A lot depends on that. So, how about you take 5 minutes out of your busy schedule and you learn to tell people why you actually are busy and you're not ignoring them? This video will help you not just in your personal life, but a great deal in your professional life, because I'm going to be teaching you methods that you can use even on your professional emails in the world when you communicate with your boss, your superiors, your subordinates, anybody. Okay, so this video is actually highly relevant to you. It's going to solve this problem of communicating shortage of time without sounding arrogant to anybody and without burning bridges with them. Okay, today we are deleting that word from your vocabulary. Instead, I'm giving you 15 specific high value alternatives to say instead of saying I am busy. These are phrases that protect your time without disrespecting the other person. It's more like a skill if you look at it that way. It really is. Now, here's a bit of psychology of busy. Why do we default to this word? Why do we keep telling everybody, I'm busy, I'm busy? Do you really think people will keep you in high regard if they find out that you're always busy? I don't think so. And this was a mistake even I was making. Once my husband corrected me. He said, I've listened to you quite a many times talking on a phone with somebody where you keep telling everybody, very busy, I'm very busy, sorry, I'm very busy, can't take it up right now. He said, I don't think you're that busy. I notice your schedule. I don't think you're that busy as you tell yourself to be. And he was right, He wasn't trying to bring me down. Of course, he wasn't. What he was trying to communicate to me was that I was probably holding that in my own head against my own schedule. I was telling myself psychologically several moments of my day that I am busy. I have time for nothing fun. I have no time for my family. I have no time for good food or hobbies that I enjoy. Because in my head, I have made this impression of myself that I'm very busy. I have time for nothing. But it's not even true. And that's when I realized that yes, I need to correct my verbia. I want to change this. I don't want to keep communicating to people that I'm busy, because actually, truly, I'm not. There are several moments in a day when I'm just lying down thinking, maybe listening to music, I'm going to the gym, I'm making friends, stuff like that. So, usually, it is just a defense mechanism. We are afraid that if we aren't busy, we are lazy. But high performers, the people you truly admire, they aren't busy, they are just focused. Busy comes from panic. Focus comes from clarity. Busy is reactive. The world pulls you in every direction, okay? Everybody, everything is trying to take your time away from you. That is being busy. Focused is proactive. You are the one in the pilot seat. You're the one in control. You choose what gets your attention. That is being focused. We want to be focused, but we don't want to be busy. There is a massive difference. Busy is frantic. Focused is intentional. So, I've broken these 15 alternatives down into 3 categories for you: capacity, prioritization, and strategy. Let's start with first category on the list, which is capacity. Now, this is for bosses and for clients, people whom you are not very friendly with. They have a certain authoritative vibe over you. Okay, so this category is for your work life, where professionalism matters more than excuses. Let's start with the workplace. Your boss drops a project on you, or your client asks for a rush job, something in urgency. If you say, I'm too busy, you sound overwhelmed. You sound like you can't handle your job. Instead, we want to communicate bandwidth. Here are the first five. First is, my current bandwidth is fully committed. Notice the difference? You aren't complaining. You're stating a fact about your resources. It sounds certain and not emotional. Second is, I'm at maximum capacity for this month or any other timeline for this week or for today or this year. Okay? As it suits you. This puts a timeline on it. You aren't saying no forever. You're saying no for right now. You can't take it up right now. Third, I'm heads down on project XYZ until Thursday. Whatever your project is, just name the project. I'm heads down on until Thursday. This is powerful. It shows you're dedicated to the work you already have. It signals loyalty to your current commitments. Okay, next one is, I can't give this the attention it deserves right now. Stress on the word deserve. This is the high quality refusal. You're saying, I care about quality too much to do a rush job for you. It turns a rejection actually into a compliment. All right, now the last one on this category. Let's look at my schedule and see what we need to move to fit this in. Now, this is for the boss who keeps piling things on. Don't say I'm busy. Just say, help me trade off. If you want me to do this right now, tell me what I can do later. Okay? So you are putting him in the situation to answer you. It forces them to make the hard decision and not you. Category number 2 is prioritization. Now, this is for friends and networking. Okay? This category is for relationships where tone matters more than time. Now we are getting into the social sphere. Networking requests, coffee chats, or even social events you just don't have the energy for. Okay? Saying I'm busy to a friend hurts their feelings and you don't want to do that. It implies you have time for everything else, just not them. They can feel bad, you know, right? Here's how to decline with grace. Point 6. My calendar is heavily front loaded right now. Front load means to distribute unevenly with the greater proportion at the beginning of the process. Okay? This suggests that eventually things will clear up, but the immediate future is blocked. Point 7 is, I'm in a season of saying no to keep my focus sharp. This makes it about your personal discipline, not about their request. It's hard to argue with someone's self-improvement. So this is a good one, can work for you. Next is, I'm prioritizing family time or personal health in the evenings. Specificity breeds respect. People respect I am with my kids or I'm at the gym. They do not respect I am busy. Remember that. Next one, I'd love to, but I'm overcommitted socially this month. Honest, vulnerable. It shows you wish you could, but you literally can't. Now we come to the last category on the list, which is strategy, deep work, and focus. So this is actually the most powerful category. The phrases that protect your creativity, your deep work, and your sanity. Finally, we have the phrases for when you are in the zone, when you are in deep work, the flow state, the state where you're truly enjoying what you're doing, you're facing the challenge, you love the thrill of it, you don't want to get out of it, you don't want to take a break. So this is for that period, okay? This is where you protect your genius. When someone interrupts you, you need to protect that space without snapping at them. Snapping is bad. It spoils relationships and yes, it takes away your respect. So let's not snap, it shows you really weak. So let's not do that. I am in do not disturb mode until 2 p.m. This sets a clear boundary with a clear end time. So they know when to approach you next. Okay. Next, I'm focusing on high leverage activities today. This signals that your time is expensive. It reminds people that your output has value. Next is, I am offline to hit a deadline. Oh, this is actually quite good and quite powerful. Offline is a powerful word, even if you're sitting at your computer. It means your communication channels are closed for now. Next, I'm limiting my inputs to maximize my outputs. My personal favorite, really. A bit technical, but great for creative fields, and it's quite easy to remember too. So just learn it out. Pause the video right now, learn and move on. It explains why you aren't responding. Okay, simple. Next is, I'm currently unavailable. Simple. Sometimes the shortest answer is the best answer. You don't need an excuse. You don't need to justify your time. You're just unavailable. Next is, this deserves my full attention. Can we revisit it later? Perfect boundary setter. Warm, respectful, firm. What you have to do is you have to take up the anti-busy challenge. I'll explain. Also, there's a PDF in the description of the video. Please don't forget to download it. It has all the 15 written for you. Okay? Now, here's a reality. Words create worlds. If you keep saying you're busy, you will continue to feel frantic, rushed, or maybe always behind. Your nervous system listens to your mouth, right? When you switch to these alternatives, I'm at capacity, I'm prioritizing, I'm focused at, you start to feel in control. You stop being a victim of your schedule and you start being the architect of it. See? So I have a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, I want you to ban the B word. Catch yourself every time you're about to say it to someone. And then pause. And then pick one of these 15 phrases we just covered. Watch how people's reaction to you changes. Watch how their respect for you and your time goes up. If you found this helpful, I have a PDF, like I told you. Do not forget to download it. And of course, you can copy paste them into your emails or your text. Your time is your life. Protect it like it's something priceless, because it is. I'll see you in the next one. Do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to share it with one person you genuinely care about. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.